I grew up with this little thing called selective mutism. So I was a normal kid at home, but when I went to school, I didn't talk to anybody. So I didn't make any friends. And everybody perceived me as this shy, quiet kid who doesn't say anything. And I accepted that role and played it all throughout elementary school, then through high school, then my first year of university. And now I'm out of school. I've never been to any parties. I haven't had my first kiss. And I have no friends. And what am I gonna do about it? And what am I gonna do about it? Yeah, I have no friends. I did make one lasting friend first year of university, but that ended. It was a 2-year friendship. Since I was socially underdeveloped, I had never set any boundaries with anyone ever before. The moment I set those boundaries up, he just burnt the bridge. That was a year ago. I spent the last year of my life in isolation with no friends. Now it's summertime. I am ready to fucking get the fuck out of here. And I'm like going insane because this is the best that I can create. My filmed by Johnny is supposed to be my top-notch shit, but I'm here. I can't make a fucking video that is long. I can't. This is the most I can do. The most I can do is set up a singular camera, have maybe a couple inserts of this fucking swear box and this fucking play thing, and that's the most I can do. I can't do anything more complex than that because I'm just creatively stuck and I can't just, fuck! Yeah! Growing up, I'd see people, they'd be quiet, but they'd eventually get out of their shell. And that would really just confuse me because I'm like, why can't I do that? I try everything. I have tried every single thing. And now I'm here in adult life and I have no friends from childhood, so I have no lasting lifelong friends, which that can hurt. That can really hurt. This whole not talking thing, this isn't some little piece of me. This has impacted every aspect of my entire life. But I'm mostly just making this video to just remind myself where I'm at. Cause this can like, all this stuff is like pretty fucking intense. Like you can get lost in this very easily. That's why I'm making this video. I'm like giving myself a rope to hold on to. And I don't know if I'm like experiencing a Kundalini awakening, but as of these past couple months, I can just remember every moment in my entire life. And I can remember very vividly in elementary school. At recess, I would always stand, I would just go to a brick wall and just stand there and just look at people, either imagine stuff going on or just observe people. Every time I have tried to break out of this quiet thing in school, I have tried to be that how a normal person bees that. A normal person bees that, does that. And every time I try to be a normal person, it fails because I don't think I'm really a normal person. I think I'm just wired differently. So Jonathan, the guy who stood against the wall at recess, the guy who wears his headphones when he goes to the grocery store, the guy who does what? He's just me. He's just me without the camera, without the need to talk. He's just the observer. He's just this observer that's just collecting data. That's all he is. That's why he has no friends. That's the formula. That's it. The line is razor thin between creative genius and guy who just got served an unlucky social life. What's the payoff? What's the payoff? Do I become a creative genius who creates a creative artistic legacy at the level of Tim Burton? Or am I just some, like I said, unlucky guy who got handed a bad social life. And he just ends up being sort of like an average type guy. That's the thing. That's the thing. When you spend so much time in isolation, you realize you can do anything. I've accepted that the rest of my adulthood, Jonathan won't come out of his shell. He's just an observer. Now, I can change my identity. I can shift my vibration to another alter ego that I choose to create. But Jonathan, the guy who I tend to settle in as naturally when I'm in public, that guy stays the same. And there's also a strong amount of confidence in that, where you don't have to be talking. You don't. If someone calls out your shyness, they say, "Hey, dude, you don't talk much, do you?" You don't have to just be like, I can talk. I can talk. See, I can be extrovert if I want. It's like, dude, fuck all that, man. Like, because that's not authentic. And that's the thing, because I get these results of being able to observe all of these things and then be able to use that to travel into other dimensions and build a creative legacy which nobody else can tap into. That's why Jonathan exists. My only way out of this is by creating. That a couple of years ago, film, cameras, it was just a hobby. Now, this is my entire life. Now, this is my only way out of this. And then the friends will naturally flow. That's the thing. This isn't complicated. It's literally just the fact that I just spent a year in Toronto, then came back home, and since I made no friends in elementary school, obviously I had no friends in my hometown, and I didn't make any lasting friends from Toronto because my ex-film partner took up such a huge spot that it just subconsciously made me think that I had my friendships all figured out. This isn't some video of me getting pity points and not changing. This is a video of me getting pity points and I'm changing. For the longest time, there was this part of me that sort of had this built-in narrative that like, oh yeah, the isolation, the no friends, no parties, no first kiss, yeah, all that stuff's gonna last forever. You're gonna die like that. And now I'm like, what? No, I'm gonna make friends, I'm gonna go to a party. I really wanna go to a Halloween party. Like that's weird. That is freaky because like I celebrate Halloween as a kid, but like I didn't go to any Halloween parties as a teenager. I've never been to a single Halloween party, so it's like, that's what I wanna do. I wanna go to a Halloween party. So fudge this, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of this place, out of my solitude, and I'm gonna go catch a train.